Today I'm going to show you how to make a poppy out of fondant icing. I've already made two. This is what they look like, and I'm going to show you how I did it. This is just a container that fruit came in, and I found it really works quite well to create this desired shape for flowers. So I pre-mixed my red fondant. It's basically just fondant with a generous addition of red food colouring. I use the powder one, it doesn't make the dough sticky. Just get it nice and soft by bushing it around in your hands. And then what I do to stop it being too sticky is I dip it in maizena. Give it a nice coating, and then when you roll it out, the rolling pin won't stick to it. So there we go, you're going to roll it out nice and thin. You need to have it sufficiently thin that your petals will look delicate and lifelike. It's more difficult to work with it the thinner it gets, but it is worth it. So we're getting it thinner. This is the side I'm going to cut out from. Once you've got it to the desired level of thinness, you have to smooth it. I've got my poppy cutters. You can buy these, they're made of metal. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to cut out the 4 petals. And that's what they'll look like. And I'm also going to cut out a small round red circle, and that is going to be the center of my poppy. Alright, then I've got a flower liner. You don't necessarily have to use one. You can actually just draw the lines for the flower in, but I'm going to use it. And I'm just going to put my petal on there gently. And I'm just going to give it a gentle pressure in order to get the design to emboss. And then I gently peel it off. Don't pull it off roughly because you'll lose your shape. And then I'm going to take my ball tool and I'm going to make the edges soft. So I soften it by just rolling this ball tool around the edge, and you'll see how it ruffles up at the edges. Go right round. You want it to create an uneven, soft edge. Point, and there we've got our first petal. And what I'm going to do is take my sugar glue, looks like nail varnish, but it isn't, and I'm going to paint my center and stick my first petal. You need to be a bit gentle with them, and that's my first petal. Then I'm going to attach the second one. And I'm going to pop it in to this fruit container, which will start giving it its nice shape as a flower. Alright, so this is my 4th petal. I made them all in exactly the same way. And I'm painting some of my sugar glue to the back of my petal. I put the other 3 in already. And I'm adding my 4th petal, which will adhere to the middle. Look like that. You've now got your shape, and then for the next bit, which is creating the center, which we're going to do out of black. So I have my pre-prepared black fondant. break off a piece to roll into a reasonable ball-sized shape. Just give it a bit of a roll in your hands to get any cracks out. And then I'm going to flatten it down to a bit of a flatter disc. And what I have is I have some stamens that I bought from a baking shop. I started painting them black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw across into the center. You can use a toothpick to do this. And I'm just making a nice cross to give the desired shape and effect of my poppy center. There we go, that's what our center looks like. And now what I'm going to do is just touch it up with a little bit of black paint, which is effectively black food colouring. I'm just dipping a bit into an egg cup. You don't need an awful lot. And I have a pan brush, it's just a regular pan brush, but I obviously only use it for baking. And I'm adding my alcohol. This is quick drying alcohol to make a nice black paint. So there we go, I've got a nice black paint, and I'm going to just touch up these stamens, and I'm actually going to paint the entire top of my middle. Gives it a nice shiny look, which I think is quite nice. Alright, so I've painted my center, my stamens are all nice and black. And now I'm just going to adhere it to the center of my poppy. So I paint it in with my glue. And then I'm gently going to lift it up and just pop it in the middle. Move it across to position it, and then just give it a little gentle push. And there we go, 3 beautiful poppies all ready to go onto a cake. I leave them overnight until they have become nice and firm, and then you can move them out of the container and they will retain that shape.